Hey Flosstube, it's Julie, the Gulf Coast Stitcher. It's January 3rd and I'm back for an update. I feel like I've been gone forever. And y'all, I feel out of practice with this. This is like my third attempt to start this video. I have notes. Notes seem to make me off track more than they do help me, which is ironic, I guess. But I think it's because I'm generally pretty comfortable talking to friends, and I feel like most of you all are my friends. If you're watching this video, odds are we're at least internet friends. So following scripts or notes is a little weird, so I'll do what I can. I mainly just wanted, because I've been gone for so long, to hit on a few things. First, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had the best Christmas ever. We had a wonderful Christmas. I'm filming in Sarah's room today, so we'll probably have a visit from her at some point. She's out with her Nana, but those trips don't usually last too terribly long. And this should be a long video because I've been gone for a while and I got a lot to talk about. Her bedroom has 360-degree views, wooded. She's got a town view, a woods view, and a beach view. So it's great. It's great with lighting. This is as good as it gets anywhere on lighting. I might move this a little bit. This is as good as it gets on lighting because it's super dreary. It's been raining here for like, I think around 10 days or so. Feels like forever. We have an unimproved driveway because we're living a 100-and-something-year-old fish camp house. As you can see, the pine everywhere. It's wonderful. However, our driveway is not wonderful. So that's why I'm up here. That's why the setting's a little different. The light's a little weird. It's the best I could do. If you guys start hearing power tools and whatnot, it's because Dan the man is home because it's been raining. So it's tough to do a lawn business when it's as mucky as it is out right now. And it's kind of his downtime. So he's outside tinkering around as he does. And yeah, so that's kind of life update. Sarah and I started going to the gym on the December 30th. We've gone every day, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is, we're doing a relaxation gentle stretch class, so that'll be nice. We're just gonna get there a little early and warm up a little bit, and then that's gonna be our gym day. So kind of excited about that. What else? So many things. I'm gonna say that 1,000 times. You already know that's how that's gonna go. Flosstube. Let me first say that there are some of us on Flosstube who have had a wonderful holiday season, and some of us that are really going through a tough season. So I do want to say to Yvonne the Night Owl Stitcher, if you happen to watch this video, be it a year from now, today, whenever it is, just know that you are in my thoughts and prayers. That's all I'm going to say about that. But just remember that the holidays are not a wonderful, easy time for everybody, and sometimes people experience things that make that time of year even tougher for them. So, Yvonne, I love you and send you all the light and peace that you may possibly find during this difficult time for you. So that I'm not going to say anything else about it. Don't ask me in the comments. But yeah. So anyway, on from that to another Flosstuber Flosstube Trio. Now, I've heard this. I haven't watched a ton of Flosstube lately because holidays and shop business and family stuff and all that good stuff. But I kept hearing Sunshine Stitchers, and I'm thinking, these people are probably in Florida. I heard that was 3 of them. You know, I'll get to it. Excuse me when I get to it. Coffee break. And I'm so glad I did, because I started watching them a couple days ago maybe, and I'm on a binge. I think I'm on episode 8, maybe 7, somewhere around there. I don't even know if the first 1 or 2 were numbered, but we kind of do that, don't we? It's EJ, Gary, and Sheila, and let me just tell y'all, EJ's a relatively new stitcher, so she is in like acquisition mode, and everything is new to her, and that's wonderful. Don't you love that? Like that is my dream, is to find my EJ, to find someone who will stitch with me and who it's fun when you go back and watch their early videos that she's learning so much and everything. Every time, Gary is a super seasoned stitcher. He's been stitching for a while. He's got some pretty he's taken on some pretty difficult stitches, and to hear him explain stuff to her as it's new to her is wonderful. And Sheila is a travel I'm not going to say travel addict because that sounds horrible, but she travels a lot and she shares some of that, and you can follow them on Instagram too. I will link at least their channel below. If I remember to link their Instagrams, I will. But if you go to their channel, their Instagrams are on there. So, super great to see them. Gary is such a fast stitcher. I mean, that's kind of what he's known for already on Flosstube. So, keep those needles moving. It's so fun to see y'all's videos, so I love them. Let's see, what else? Floss Club. If you are a member of my Floss Club, I can announce. I'm trying to situate my seat a little bit here. Sorry to leave y'all hanging like that. I'm in Sarah's, got a rolly chair, and our house being, as it's 100 years old, I'm sure it's not completely level, and I feel like I keep rolling away from the desk. Back to Floss Club. So if you're a part of Gulf Coast Stitches Floss Club, the exciting news for the new year is we are going to continue with Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works, and I will also be including in your subscriptions both Color and Cotton and Ship's Manor. So that's it. Cat's out of the bag. They will not be in the January club as they needed a chance to get caught up from the holidays and kind of get their feet on the ground from that. But starting in the February club, you will get an assortment of Weeks, Classic Colorworks, Ship's Manor, and Color and Cotton. So, yay! And hopefully there'll be some other guest dyers along the way who will be willing to participate in that, and that'll give you a chance. If you're not 100% sure, I wasn't sure about Color and Cotton. I wouldn't have probably bit that bullet if I hadn't seen Michelle when we were in Minnesota. Michelle whipped out her Color and Cottons, and I was like, those are lovely. And I know I've enabled people with Victorian Motto, so this will be a chance if you're in Floss Club to try Color and Cotton and Ship's Manor, and then maybe you'll decide that you want to enhance your stash with some more of their flosses. So that's kind of a win-win for everybody involved, so look forward to that. Today is the 3rd, and I have not shipped out Floss Club yet because I'm still waiting on a package from Hoffman that contains the Classic Colorworks and the Weeks Dye Works that you'll be getting. And with the holiday, they were closed a couple days, and then I got a notification it shipped yesterday. So from Mobile to me on the Panhandle, it should be here this afternoon. So hopefully I'll be spending tomorrow packing up Floss Club. Floss Club is currently closed, and I get on the fence about that because it's not like an exclusive club. Anybody can join it. The first thing you need to do is be a member of Gulf Coast Stitches community page on Facebook. That's where all the happenings for my shop are really posted. I don't blog, and I don't always share a ton of stuff on Instagram. I probably should. I'm more of an Instagram lurker than I am a poster. But lots of information comes out on Facebook. So Gulf Coast Stitches community. Really easy to find. You will be, Michelle Bendy Stitchy is a moderator for that. And I believe there's one or maybe 2 security questions just to make sure that you know anything about stitching, and then you're in. And Floss Club is posted. Information is posted there. So I occasionally open the club up. Like I said, the difficult thing is, from the shop owner standpoint, is how much floss do I order? Because if I just randomly order floss and wonder how many people are going to sign up this month, that wouldn't make very much sense. And that's why I kind of limit it. So I have people drop out, and when they do, slots open up. I think that's how it works for most clubs that are in our community. So just express your interest on the page or PM me, whatever, and I will put your name on the list as soon as somebody cancels, which this time of year we've had some people do so because of budgets and kind of refocusing for the new year, and that's fine. But hey, I'm still enhancing my stash, and I think a lot of y'all probably are too. So just bear that in mind. So Floss Club Gulf Coast Stitches community will include Classic Colorworks Weeks, Color Cotton, and Ships Manor moving forward. So, super exciting. What have I been doing? Gym, crochet. I've got 3 crochet projects going. One was supposed to be a gift. We won't talk about that. I didn't get it finished for Christmas. And then I'm doing 2 other projects for Sarah. I get into the habit of just wanting to pet the yarn. I don't know. I guess it's the same with flosses, right? 4 classes in school left. They start on the 9th, so I'll be back doing that. What are we watching on TV? We're currently binging Weeds, Breaking Bad, and Justified. Sarah has no... I'm not going to say she has no interest in Breaking Bad, but she's not watching it with us, so we don't watch it when she's home because she wouldn't know what's going on. Weeds, she's all in. I've already watched Weeds all the way through, but Danny and Sarah have not, so we're watching that again. And then Justified, we're watching again, and Sarah and I have watched it all the way through, but Danny hasn't. So it's really fun to kind of go back and binge these shows together and see what's going on, and see someone else discover it. It's a really good time. So that's what we're watching on TV. What am I reading? I'm rereading a true crime book by Anne Rule. This is probably, I should have brought it in here. I didn't. Probably the holy grail of true crime books, and one that is probably most responsible for the excitement in the genre in the literary world is Anne Rule's The Stranger Beside Me, which is her first book. She's written, I think I looked yesterday, 31 books. She has since passed away, so there'll be no more books from Anne Rule. But she inspired so many people. So The Stranger Beside Me is about Theodore Ted Bundy. I have a lot of memories of living here in Florida when he was executed in 1989, and it was a hugely controversial situation. I don't really have an opinion that I want to share about the death penalty, but I will say that whenever someone is going to be executed in a state, it brings all of that conversation to the water cooler, for sure. And in 89, I was in school, in public school here, and it was a huge, huge thing. I still remember. I remember everything about it. So, interesting to reread that all these years later. In 2008, she did a preface update and said that she never thought she'd still be writing about Ted Bundy, but that people never have lost interest in him. And I have said it 1,000 times. I will say it again. He would have got me because he was charming, charismatic, smart, super attractive. Maybe not as attractive as he was, what's the word I'm looking for? Charismatic, I guess, really. I probably would have followed him straight to his Volkswagen, and that'd have been the end of me, because he would have got to me. And even watching documentaries and rereading the book, I can see how so many young women were victimized by him, really, for lack of a better word. So, not to make my Flosstube dark, I'm a murderino, love true crime. I was a police officer for several years, and that part of my life has never stopped, really. The internet is an amazing place. There are some wonderful people like Michelle McNamara, who has also passed away, who contribute so much from behind their desktops and their laptops to the investigative world that it is just amazing to me. I left law enforcement in 1999, 2000, into the year, I was on terminal leave from the police department, which means I was just burning my leave up when we rolled over to the year 2000. So we did have computerized databases, and we did reports on computers, but nothing like they do today. And that part of my personality is always going to be there, and I love it. And thank you for everyone out there who has the same interest, because podcasts and investigative journalism are solving crimes today. So, Stranger Beside Me, it's a great read. It's on Audible too, but I haven't listened to that. The other thing I'm reading is Harry Potter Book 2, The Chamber of Secrets, because I'm involved in on Flosstube on Facebook. I think it's Magical Stitches. Forgive me, I just joined. But they had a whole sorting ceremony. They put us all in houses. I'm Ravenclaw, which I totally am. I already know that. And it's my first read through the Harry Potter series. I'm listening to the audio book narrated by Jim Dale, and I'm on book 2. So, it's wonderful. Great. Enjoying that. I guess we're going to, I don't even know what I want to do first. Because I want to talk about plans, and I want to talk about the shop, and I want to talk about the impending D-stash that is coming. I bought a filing cabinet to file all my charts in because they're everywhere. And I have them squirreled away. Like, I don't have, this house, the thing about these old houses is they don't have a ton of storage. There's a few build-ins, like you see here. There's Sarah Sloth up there. She loves sloths. And all her Harry Potter books. These houses don't have a lot of storage, and so I keep finding charts that I have squirreled away, like stuffed in places, and like, oh, I'm cleaning up the house, I'm stuff them under there, and that's not a way to store them or keep them. And yeah, and then I don't even know what I have. That EJ, if you're watching this, you will someday be there, and it will happen fast. So stay organized as you go, because you don't want to be like me when it comes to that. So I guess I'll get into. I'll save shop stuff for last. Not everybody's interested in that, although I have some cool stuff as per usual. All right, let's talk about plans. I'm not going to call this a whip parade, although at halfway is a whip parade. It's a halfway whip parade. I don't know. Some things I've started, some things I haven't, but these are things I plan on working on in 2019. And like most of us, my eyes are bigger than my belly, as we say here. So I know that I probably won't get to the majority of this, but I brought the bag. Let me get the bag. The bag. We've done a what's in the bag before, which is kind of what we're going to do today, I guess. All right, let's see. I'm not going to take everything out of everything. Sorry about the glare. Ira Ray Crow. I did Ida last year, 2017 maybe even. And I have her framed in an oval frame, which is wonderful, in my living room. And next to her hangs an empty oval frame because it's just waiting for her suitor. So all the way kitted up, everything's in there. Super cute project bag. That's happening. And then Let Us Be Thankful row. This was available in the shop. I don't think it's out of stock. Already kitted up, ready to go. Fabric, floss, everything's in there. I had Dan make this really cool mounting. I guess it's like a board. I don't know. He made it out of wood. Mounting spot above the back door, and I'm just switching all the rows out seasonally. Not the sampler ABC rows, not like the A, B, C, D, E, F, G rows, but I have Stars and Stripes Forever, Happy Christmas to All, Let Us Be Thankful. I'm working right now, I'll show you on of my Love Be Sure for Valentine's Day. Sometimes I double my projects up in the bags. Do y'all do that? Three Kings. This is a current whip. I'm stitching this in Victorian Motto. Royal Orchid is the name of the color. I haven't worked on this in a couple of weeks. Maybe a week. I don't know. I just pulled the needle right there. I mean, I leave the needles in them and everything, y'all. Wow. Alright. Let me try to figure this out. I stuck the needle in, and then I basically sewed a weird stitch into this fabric. I cannot even... Okay, here we go. Okay. This is how far I am on the Three Kings. So I have the first king, and I've gone all the way. That's just fuzz there. I've gone all the way with the border. I've actually not crossed all those stitches. I've tinted them. I just dropped it. I've tinted them the whole way. And then what I do is I cross every 10th stitch, so that I can easily keep an eye on it to make sure I'm in the right spot on the chart. So love, love, love. On Legacy, it's on 28 count Legacy. Picture this plus. And yeah, no reason for me to stop working on that. I just got on to other things because there's so many things. And then y'all know what happens too. EJ, I'm just cautioning you that this can happen to you too. Yeah, all these random flosses in your bag that don't go with this. Like, I have so many. I need to be better organized. So what this means is that I had a different project in here. I can't even tell by looking at the colors what it was. Had a different project that I was sharing this bag with, and then I finished it and left the flosses in there. I'm shameful. And now there's the 3 Kings and the Let Us Be Thankful row in this bag. So it's just going to get worse because all the flosses for this are in there. Did I tell y'all to grab something to drink? You might want to. This is going to take a minute. Check this bag out. Love my sharks. So I mentioned the Magical Stitches group that I'm in Ravenclaw, and I downloaded an Etsy pattern that I can't show you because I never print off the picture off the front because it sucks up all my printer ink. But I am doing a Ravenclaw chart off of Etsy that is like this. Like, same colors, how it's kind of geometric looking. It's totally cool. I'll show it to you as I get working on it, but I just downloaded it last night. This is fully kitted on my plans, y'all. Old Salty Santas by Fiddlesticks. So, I have an infatuation with Santas. Thank you, Robbie. Blaming her. And Danny and I went up and had dinner at her house with her and her husband Ed, and I got to stare at all her Santas. So it was a lovely time. My thing with Santas is I like them to have, I call them salty Santa faces. Like, I like them to look like fishermen, not like creepy plastic clowns. So, you know what I mean by that? Like, I don't like the bubbly cherub faces. I like the salty faces with the long beards, and I like them to be chubby, and that's just my vision of what Santa should look like. So, fully kitted. I scored this off of eBay. Fully kitted, ready to go. Even it's all numbered. Thank you, Jesus. I love when I buy. I've been into buying some kits lately. We're not even going. This is not going to be a haul video because I'd be really embarrassed to show. I need to do what I need to do is do a haul video of all the old out of print kits I have bought this year. That is a great idea. I will do that maybe next video because since I've been trying to be more organized, I have them all in one spot and they're beautiful. But I'm so appreciative whenever they come already separated like that, not just hanks of floss. So I think this probably even had a needle on it at one time. I might have taken it out. So it comes with this Ada that's like a sage green color. Totally using it. Can't wait. This is in the 2019s. There's the inside of that bag. Love it. Pretty sure this bag came from, I don't know. Okay, moving on. This is my Minnesota Mama Joan bag. Got this bag. I talked about this in previous videos from LaDonna Snellbaker in an exchange. And it is currently home to Madre Terra. Look at that. So it's stitched in a DMC variation which I am using a DMC variation. However, it didn't say which one it was stitched in, which was a little annoying to me. And I chose the wrong one, but it's the right one because I love it. This is the variation that I chose, which is the one that it's stitched in has like a pale green, and this has more of like a fall brown in it. But I'm down with it. So I've showed this before. I bought a bunch of skeins of that because I haven't worked on it since I showed it last, but just in case you're new here or you missed that video, this is how much I've gotten done on that. I'm into it though. Love it. I hear Dan talking outside. He probably hears me too and thinks I'm a complete weirdo, but he knows that already. Look at this. I call this my Golden Girls bag because every time I see palm leaves and hibiscus flowers, I think of the Golden Girls. I hope I'm talking loud enough for y'all. Sorry, I need to get a mic, but there's something weird. If you make Flosstube videos, you'll get this. It is hard to film a video when anybody's home. Even though they know you do it. It feels a little weird talking to my computer. This little bag contains all the flosses for all these little Lizzie Cake Santas. So it is not my goal in 2019 to do all of these, but maybe one or two. But I just keep them all together. I might do one or two of them, and they call for mostly the same colors. Hey, I can destash this one because I did it already. They come with they take mostly the same color, so I just went through and pulled the DMC for those. Here's a kit. Robbie, look at this. Sorry about the glare. I'm into it. It's a petite. Glare. Already separated. I can't wait. Okay, here's the finish. Let me pull that out and put it in the finish pile. Oh, y'all. I say I try to be organized, but I'm doing my best. Okay, here's some more plans. This is what I'm going to be stitching on in Minnesota this year. It is I'm going to the Brenda Gervais retreat, and this is what I'm going to choose to stitch on. Crinkle, crinkle. This is Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. And the reason I'm taking this is this big old house. If I can just get that sucker outlined, I can stitch on the plane. I can stitch on it when we're there talking more than we're stitching. And, yeah. Just the only project I'm going to bring. I'm going to buy more when I'm there, undoubtedly. But this is the only one at this point that I plan on bringing. Because I learned on my first retreat, which was the last one, you can bring 10 projects and you're going to do one that you buy when you're there anyway. So that's what I'm going to do for October. Okay. Robbie, I bit the bullet. Y'all have seen this. Lavender and Lace. Santa of the Forest. Let me say that it looks nothing like this in real life. Nothing like this. This chart, it's a stunner. It was probably one of my favorite ones in her home, and her home is covered with Santas, stitched Santas. It looks fun. Everything kind of grows. Like she said when she was stitching it, that it was so fun to see the bear grow and the wolf grow and the owl grow. So it's a big one. I've already ordered the fabric. I'm stitching this on 16 count Aida because I'm too chicken to do it on linen. You heard it here, folks. Already got that fabric. The library. This is also in my shop update because, spoiler alert, I just ordered this for the shop. I love this. Deb, if you're watching, Snug Harbor Crafts. How cute is this? Romance, mystery, western, and the classics. So cute. And because I was on a Little House Needleworks kick, apparently, and I really enjoy stitching their charts. Their symbols are really easy to read. This is the mercantile, or mercantile, if you will. We would say mercantile here. I love everything about it. This is going in the kitchen. Like, I'm starting this real soon. Also available in the shop. And this one, I did not order for the shop. I don't know why. I just ordered one copy for myself. But Sarah Street. It's Sarah Street Faithfulness. And it says, let love and faithfulness never leave you. Sarah Street. Have to. I have a Sarah with an H. So it has to happen. I'll change her out to have blonde hair. But I can't wait to do this one too. So. This is the face of all faces. This guy actually is borderline of having the, like, cherub face versus salty Santa face, but his eyes are beautiful, so it's happening. He's so handsome. This is happening. I've already got him kitted up. And by kitted up, I mean I pulled all the floss and put it in a box next to my chair with everything else. This, I don't think I can show you. Because, like I said, I don't print the pictures off. But I can show you the fabric I'm going to use. XJU design. Smells so good. Brown paper. And I'm doing, this is, I can't show you the chart, but I can show you this much of it. This is the Franklin Sampler by Stone Street Stitchworks. So you can kind of get an image of the style of it. Check it out on Instagram. I don't ever print the cover page. Little House Needleworks. This is also available in the shop. This is the Mayflower Landing. I want this done by 2020 because 2020 will be the 400th. Does that sound right? I guess so. Yeah, Plymouth Colony 1620. So I want this one up and framed by 2020. So it better work its way into the rotation. I love the boat and I love the waves. Those waves are in EMC. It only has a few fancy flosses. So that's happening. I know what y'all are thinking. She's never going to do all this in a year. And you know what? You're right. But it's in the plans, right? I aspire to do all this. At least get some stitches in on it. If you know me, you know I'm a Charlie Harper addict. I hate that I fall in love. Fall in love's not the right word. I get an affinity for artists, and then I find out that they have passed away. I know there's a lot of new ones out there I've just never heard of, but I've already started on this. Got the teeniest of starts. Just a little wing, but this is on 8 or 16 count Ada Hazy Gray by Fabric Flare. It's one of the printed ones, so the back's white and the front is printed. It's a good, I take this to school with me sometimes, but this, this is another bag that's full of floss that doesn't go with this project. Right now my OCD friends and my organized friends are yelling at their computers, telling me to quit that. We're almost done, y'all, with my plans. I've talked about this. It's available in the shop. I am in love with this chart. This is Esther by Cathy Barrett. And the reason I'm in love with this chart is this photo. And I've talked about this before, but it's a photo of Lori Breckland's sheep Esther. It says Lori posted this photo on her blog years ago, and I found it to be so beautiful I saved it at that time, and it's been on my computer files ever since. When Lori recently posted that her sweet Esther had passed away, I knew exactly what to name this sampler. My heartfelt condolences, Lori. So that's happening. Sarah's coming in, but I'm almost finished here, and then we'll say hi to her. And speaking of Sarah's, Crinkle Crinkle, Sarah King, I have not forgot you. I just haven't kitted this up yet. This is Mary Clayton. This is available in the shop. This is Hands Across the Sea, and it's actually a manageable size sampler with a manageable size floss list. So that's happening. And I'm about 50% done with this already, the Enchanted Sleigh. So that has to get finished. So some of these are new starts and some of them are whips, but they have to happen. Come say hi if you're coming, and then
hi.
I'm borrowing her room, so only fair that she comes to say hi.
I busted in the front door and was like, I'm here. Nobody was down there, so I had to come here.
She's all, she did go to the gym with me today. However, she, washed, rinsed, and repeated and looks cute. I'm still in my gym clothes because, you know. Because gathering all this stuff up for videos takes a lot of work. All right, well, since you're here, I'm going to put you to work. Can you hand me that pile? Not that. Well, just give it to me. I'll sort it out. This goes over there with that. Okay. Oh, one last whip. This is where, Robbie, I can actually hear you calling me crazy through the computer right now. I'm spilling stuff everywhere.
Stressing me out.
So, I know I'm not going to finish this in 2019, but I'm going to start it, and I'm going to start it tonight. You're at Hawkwood Hollow. Amy loves toads. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because yours was amazing. So my plan is, my goal is, if I can do a block, I'm not going to say do a block a month because that's unrealistic for me because I want to do all these other things. But if I can do a block every 2 months, then by the end of the year, I should be through June, and then I can finish this next year. But got her all kitted up. We went to the craft store today and I only needed, I think, like 6 colors I didn't have. Shockingly, it does not take a ton of colors, but I went ahead and got 2 skeins of each. And I'm going to be stitching it on the highly coveted and hard to get your hands on vintage Lakeside Linen Vintage Buttercream. And this is a gigantic piece. I have no idea how much I'm going to need. It's 40 count, so I'm hoping I can get by with, what is that, a quarter? I don't know. We'll see. I have it if I need it. I'm going to bite the bullet and do 40 count, but it's going to be gorgeous. So that's happening with that. All right, here we're still on the plan. We're still on the things that I hope to get done. All right, Mama Joan bag. Look at that.
Looks like Cracker Barrel to me.
Sarah said this looks like Cracker Barrel to her, which it kind of does.
In a good way.
In a good way. So, speaking of Joan, who finished this in like 5 minutes, I put her down a while back. Prairie Life. I mean, I'm halfway done. I need to finish this. I'm about, 40% done. But, I'm stitching, this is before I was stitching in hand, so I think I can move along a little faster. That border, as beautiful as it is, when you're having to move a Q-snap or a hoop, whew, when you can do the border in hand at least, so much easier. So that's this chart. So I'm to the words. I'm halfway through. I did the trees, that's the dense part. So I want to finish that one this year. The longest whip I have, this whip is so old that it has masking tape around the edges because I didn't know better. When you know better, you do better. Robbie, I can also hear you say right now, why isn't this done yet? Because we bought the stuff to finish it like 6 months ago. So I love Weather Vanes and I love Little House, and this is Little House Weather Vane. So there you go. It's called the Four Corners is the chart if you're looking for it. You can't buy it. The only place you can buy it is on their website. So I only have to do 2.5 of the corners. So I have to do a house here and a house here and finish that block. Oldest whip in history for me. Like I said, now that I'm stitching in hand, that'll go a lot faster. Because anytime you're stitching these rows or borders and you have to move the Q-snap, no thanks. My assistant is here. This is what I stitched on last night. Because I told y'all I have the thing hanging above the door to put the rows on. This is Of My Love, Be Sure. It's called Wedding Row by Bent Creek. I did a Victorian motto sampler conversion. Don't ask me what they are because they're sitting next to my chair. But I'm moving right along on that. Check that needle minder out. Animals wearing clothes. You know that's my thing. And birds. So, moving along on that guy. At least I have, you know what? At least I got all the things I want to do in 2019 in the same bag. Now, you know what's going to happen is I'm going to go to market. And I'm going to need another bag, a bigger bag. Suzette, the Primitive Stitcher, sold these amazing journals. You guys have seen them already, I'm sure. She sold these at Midwest, and she sent me another one. I have one from Midwest, and I'm hoping that I can get her to send me one with birds, but how cute is this? So part of my plans is to make sure I'm recording what I'm doing. Writing down what color, because I'm not going to remember that was Lakeside Linen Vintage Buttercream 6 months into, who am I kidding? I'm not going to remember that a month into doing that chart. So cute. Oh, thank you.
Being disruptive?
No, you're being helpful. And because I love me some Santas, and when y'all see this picture, you're going to see that. You're going to understand why. This book is chock-a-block full of the salty-faced Santa. Except for I can't find the one I need. It doesn't say what page it's on. I can't show you the chart, but I do want to show you the... this is not the one, but this one is earmarked to be done. Not next year, another year. Look at that. He's a salty-faced Santa. It's literally, here it is. So this is the one I'm currently working on. See what I mean? Salty fisherman. Like, the Morton's fisherman? Isn't that Gordon's? Gordon's. Morton Salt, Gordon's fisherman. That's the kind of Santa that I like. So, I got a good ways on him. I chickened out when I got to the face because if you're going to mess it up, that's where it's going to be. So I was like, I'm getting the rest of it in. So I've got quite a bit done on the beard. A lot done on the cloak. But, you know, I squirreled and started something else. So I got it. What it was Sarah packed up all the Christmas decorations. And I was like, uh-oh, I got to get that Valentine's one done so I can get it up above the door. All right, all this is going in that bag. And let's see.
Did this come in?
Yeah, it came out of that bag. It'll go in. This is a finish that I did this week, so I can destash this chart too. Destash is coming soon, folks. I have an entire recyclable shopping bag full of charts and fabrics that I'm willing to let go of. I just haven't taken the time to photograph them and put them all online. I need to do a live video probably. That's the fastest way, but... So I finished this little house. I'm thankful for my daily bread and also for my cross-stitch thread. I finished that one quick. What were we watching? I finished this while watching Breaking Bad, I think. So, there's all flosses. That's where they're going to stay, probably. Because I'm the worst at that. Oh, thank you. Alright. And then we're on to... Oh. 44 minutes. Y'all still hanging in with me? Okay. Alright, now we're going to talk about the shop. Got some new stuff, got some old stuff. But the most exciting thing is that I spent about 4 days marking charts down. So there are charts in the 30 to 40% off range at gulfcoaststitches.com. Nothing wrong with them. Most of them are new releases. It's just I need to clear out the space. I have these totes in the kitchen that contain the shop. Once I exceed capacity of the totes, I can't bring anything else in. And y'all know that market's coming. So speaking of market, please resist the urge. For those of you who shop with me loyally and faithfully, I thank you so much. I'm going to be there. I'm going to get all the same charts. When you see new releases coming out and other shops and vendors are taking pre-orders and wanting, to get all of that going, I appreciate it if you resist the urge and give me a chance to pick it up for you, because I'm taking some good friends. I'm taking Sarah. We're gonna have a good We're gonna have a good time. I'm taking a Flosstuber that y'all know and love, who will be there helping me video document the whole thing and vlogging. Sarah's in the background saying vlogging. It's called vlogging. She'll be vlogging.
We got a new wagon too.
And, oh, yeah, for Christmas, Dan bought us a wagon. I wish I had,
I should just tell you how much stuff we're playing.
Yeah, he bought, like, a collapsible wagon that we can drag around, so, it's pretty exciting. Even if it's just dragging stuff from the conference center back to the car, it's gonna be amazing. So, just to let you know, if you see that Little House Needleworks is coming out with a new release, or fill in the blank, Plum Street Sample, I'm gonna get them all. Be patient. If you pre-order today from another shop, you're still not getting it until after market. So remember that. All right, that's enough about that. So check out the shop for sales. I have marked, like I said, I would say half the shop is marked just barely over my cost of wholesale, because I need to move it out. I need to move it out so we got room for new stuff, because I can't bring no more boxes in. I've already been told no. Okay. So, new releases. I showed this already. Mary Clayton. If you're new to Hands Across the Sea and you're intimidated by the fact that most of them are 400 by 400 some odd stitches, this is a great starter one for you. 201 by 183. Totally doable. It does not have an insane floss list. I've showed it just a few minutes ago. That's the floss list. It's done in MPI, but also charter for DMC, and you get that beautiful thread legend, so you don't have to flip back and forth with the book. It is an actual book full of history and information, so that's one to get. And then this was the most exciting, I think, release as far as when it hit the airwaves. My phone blew up. This is Harriet Heartland. Many floss tubers have shown this. I'm not going to unwrap this because this is going to go to a new home soon. But it's it reminds me of Christmas. It's the reds and the greens, I'm sure, in the trees. But wonderful. There is a lot of over one stitching on this for the words. But I heard someone say when they got to over one on words, they just do a tent stitch. When you know better, you do better. And this is also highly coveted. This is Jane Bannister, I believe. Yep, Jane Bannister. So, oh, sorry. I'm not going to unwrap it because somebody would not want to get one that's open. But the cats and this motif here, I mean, this stitcher, who was, I think, 10 years old, did some beautiful artwork. So, I'm really a fan of this one, even though I'm not a super cat person. By super cat person, I mean I don't have a cat. I like cats. I don't have anything against them. But, I mean, the border alone. I think, Heather, you need to stitch that. And this has been in the shop for a while. It's one of my favorite samplers ever. It's Miss Lucy Calcutt. And the exciting thing about this is Lucy Calcutt stitched this when she was 8 years old. This was charted and stitched by Krista Gramer of Just Stitching Along, but it is of the private and personal collection of Nicola Parkman. It's like a wonky sampler, so things don't line up. There's extra empty space here. She's 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your thing. She was killing it at 8 years old. And the most exciting news is she did 2 in the same year at 8 years old. The second one, I've seen little bits and pieces of Krista's kind of hinted to stitching on it, and she's been working on it, so hopefully we'll see this at market. That's what I'm hopeful for, the second one. So get the first one while you can, because you know how that goes. These are, I'm going to just go through these real quick. These have been in the shop for a while, and I feel like maybe they've just been missed or forgotten about or lost in the ether, but they're super cute, and I marked them way down. So, cats. Look at these. Cats and teapots. I'm going through these quick, but y'all can pause if you want to. Dan just walked in the door with another box from Hoffman. So that's the rest of Floss Club and maybe a few other gems. We talked about Esther. Esther's everywhere. This is Nicki's Creations Christmas Girl. I think this, I got this, I ordered it from Hoffman and then it disappeared. So I don't know what's going on, but hard to find this online. I'm hot up here. Ooh. Sarah's rustling through a box over here. There should be Floss Club.
Some Country Cottage.
What is that? Oh, yeah. Let me see that.
Oh, I don't want to throw it while you're drinking coffee.
I'm gonna bust my teeth out. Ah! Ah! I bought this. I may have bought this for myself. It is Creek Bed Brown by R&R, 32 count. Because I'm the queen of the neutrals. Sue Hillis, no, Tiny Modernist. I'm sorry, Sue Hillis is coming up soon. Tiny Modernist Christmas signs. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but some of y'all out there, for some of you like me, Christmas is to us as Halloween is to Gary from Sunshine Stitchers. Sarah was watching them with me earlier.
Love him.
Heartstring Samplery. C is for coffee. Look at that. If I close this, if I'm going to turn a weird color red, you guys are getting a lot of glare. No, it's okay. Festive Little Fobs Coffee Edition. Okay, this is totally cool. If you're stitching, look up. So this is the Book of Days by Needlework Press. Check it out. It is, if you didn't score one of Suzette the Primitive Stitcher's stitching journals, this is awesome. And in the back, I don't want to show you, but you get a set of 3 alphabets that you can use in your stitching, which are always handy, and it's nice. So this is a nice, that's the Book of Days. I feel like this is gonna come crashing down. This has been in the shop for a while, but when I was doing inventory, I realized I had made it invisible, which is why nobody bought it. So the Royal Crow. Lily Violet, Ho Ho Ho. Also invisible was Ye Old Crow sampler. I think what happened is I sold out of them, so I made them invisible, and then I restocked them and didn't make them visible again. So, yeah. And this is the newest Noah's Christmas arc. So this is ravens and deer. Look at that. Those stags are pretty cool.
Floss Club's gonna be really good this week.
Here's Sue Hillis. Sue, I knew you were coming. You were showing up. Sue Hillis home for the holidays. So cute. There's a wagon. Love it. Goodbye Fall with a red bird. So cute. So this is, there's a series of these. Most of you, I think a lot of people have done them as pillows and a few flat folds, but Amy, look at this turkey. And a red bird. Amy loves toads. I'll be looking for your order for that because I know you're going to want it. Speaking of turkeys, anything by Ori TM is nearly impossible to find. I keep trying and I got lucky and I got like 4 of these. So this is Bonnie and Clyde. This is Bonnie and Clyde Gobble Trouble. There was a whole series that you may be able to find on eBay where the turkeys, 2 turkeys, there are Mr. and Mrs. Claus in one. I can't remember all of them, but there's, I think, 4 or 5. This is the last one that was available at the distributor, and I got lucky and got a few copies. So if you're into RETM, remember back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean this time last year when everybody wanted the Alice Quaker and it went away? Same thing. Here's a finish that I just spotted that I did for Sarah for Christmas.
I love sloths. Oh my gosh, can we
Slothy. Oh,
Diane?
yeah. Okay, we're going to take a pause from the shop update to introduce you to Diane.
This is what I got for Christmas from my boyfriend. Well, I got a necklace too, but this is the real star of the show. This is Diane. Diane is a full 5 foot tall. Yep, we keep saying life size, but this is really isn't how big sloths are.
Sloths are.
Wait, I have a little one. This is more life size. This is life size.
We went and fed sloths, strawberries on a stick, which was pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's where my obsession started.
This is kind of a more legit size sloth, but
yeah.
I hope that's our screen grab.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome. Okay, back to shop update. Oh, we're almost done. I have had this for a while, restocked it. Love you still. Love this. I can just imagine this being stitched in like some silks for you. Love it. Restocked. It was out of stock, but back in the Christmas tide at Holly House. We're getting to the bottom of this pile, and then like I said, a new Hoffman box just came in. I already showed you Mercantile. Okay, check this out. This is an older Little House Needleworks. If you're into I like the Americana type sampler looking things. This is a Homestead sampler. So cute. And here's the church. I know Sarah hasn't seen this yet. She will love this. Look.
Aw, that's cute.
Oh. Pumpkin patch in. The newest installment in the stacks is the Llama Lump. So cute. And an oldie but a goodie, Colonial Dry Goods. I want to stitch this in 2019. I don't know that it's realistic, but I would totally change the colors of this in every way. All right, let me see the new box. Oh, let's see. Glosses. That's nice. I can just tote all this down here in a box. Okay, Vanna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher, has a Little House Country Cottage stitch-along group on Facebook. And if Vanna's doing it, we're probably going to want to do it, right? So I ordered some stuff for us. So she's doing some winter stitch-alongs. And I did order, these are nothing new here. You've seen all these before. But I did order the called for fancy flosses. Over dyes. I should be more appropriate with that. The over dyes, fancy flosses, whatever you want to call them. This is, I'm trying not to get the glare. This is winter. They do require DMC too, which you won't get but I'm gonna kit them up with the Classic Colorworks in Weeks. This was another one. Farm Fresh, totally not winter, but it was one of the ones that Vanna put on the list for the stitch along. totally cute. It'd be nice to have this when spring and summer arrive. And the popular winter ABCs. I ordered the floss for this too. So I will say the caveat is that I haven't gone through these flosses to see that they were all in stock, because the distributors, for some reason, you find out that things are out of stock whenever you get your package. So I should have all the fancy flosses that are required for those in this box. And I love this Red Rooster Inn. See how the color of that is what I would change the Colonial Dry Goods to for sure. So same rules apply. I ordered the floss. This is an older chart, 1 Corinthians. And the greatest of these is love. I just loved the flowers in the house, of course. The inn at Fox River Mill. I like the water a lot. And I thought these were so stinking cute. Farm Fresh cherries. I love this. I didn't do much digging, but I'm assuming that there may be some other Farm Fresh little smalls like this. But I thought that was so cute. I love the red. And, this might need to go in the 2019 pile. This is Psalm 145. The Lord watches over all who love him. Look at this house, y'all. Oh! Ooh, weird color. Sorry about that. I'm trying to angle it so that you don't get some glare. But so, yeah, some of these have not yet been added to the shop, so it'll be this evening, but I'll get them on there as fast as possible because I know y'all will want to buy them. All right, so that's shop update, life update, haul. I'm going to do a separate video, not tonight, before I go back to school, of all of the dimensions and other kits that I've bought, that I've acquired this year, because there's some really old ones from the 80s, and they're super cool. And I think you guys would enjoy seeing that. So, that only took an hour. My goodness. Come say bye. Come say bye to all of our Flosstube friends. All the friends in Flosstube land.
Bye.
Bye. Y'all have a great day.